So as a reminder, this November 7th, I'm hoping all of us will attempt to hunt brothers the market for the metal of bismuth. And here's a recent art piece that I made of bismuth. It's the Colosseum. I'm a little bit surprised how well this turned out. So you can't really do this with graphite molds because of the shape of it, right? Graphite will only pull in one direction. It's not flexible, so you have to use silicone. And this is what I used for it. Now when I poured the bismuth in there, I got a terrifying boiling sound. And in fact, the first pour I did, I messed up. I didn't realize how much I would need in the mold, and I had to pour it out and start over again. But that was good because I preheated that mold for that second pour. And you can't really... Earlier this week, I shot a video where I put a mold on the burner. This is really thick. You can't really do that with this. Silicone is not very conductive of heat. In fact, it was used on the space shuttle mission for that purpose. Those thermal tiles, one of which broke off of Columbia. I think it was silicone. And so I was very surprised how well it turned out. I figured it out now. You got to pour bismuth in and then pour it out, and then the second pour is what you can make the mold out of. So that's really good that I discovered that quite by accident. I hope to go to right now. A lot of these pieces I'm trying to sell at a consignment shop. So I hope to go there tomorrow so I can make a video of myself with all the bismuth art. Altogether, there's probably 300-400 pounds that I don't want to sell all of them, obviously, but I put them all up there just to see which ones will sell. And what was really nice was my first round of bismuth. I bought 50 pounds. They come in slabs that are about 6 inches by 8 inches or so, and so they're very difficult to break. And so what I ended up doing is getting a large stainless steel pot, and once you put the bismuth, you can't really hold the handle without the handle breaking off. So what you have to do is melt a little bit of it and then get some heat resistant gloves, take the big bar out, and then pour your object. And but I'm so glad I got it to work, because I get a much better price buying it in big slabs like that compared to smaller pieces. And my first time buying 50 pounds of bismuth, I paid about $350, and I sold a few pieces and quickly got all that money back, and I still had another at least 40 pounds of bismuth, and that got me really excited. And then I stopped to think about the 40 pounds. If you took all of the bismuth in the world and divided it evenly per capita, there's not even a few ounces of bismuth, and here I am profiting 40 pounds of that stuff, right? It got me really excited. There are a couple things I want to pour. Now, unfortunately, the 50-pound bismuth bars always come in, they're very flaky, right? They're not like the 1,000-ounce silver bar. I want to pour myself a solid bismuth bar, just like a 1,000-ounce silver bar that isn't all flaky and raw like how it comes in, right? And then, see, when I was a kid, one of my favorite television programs was Unsolved Mysteries. And one of the episodes had a prospector from the Philippines who had found a large Buddha while treasure hunting. It was made of gold, and it weighed about a ton. And unfortunately, Philippines was under a dictatorship at the time, and President Marcos confiscated it, and it had disappeared. And this story takes place in 1970, and every time I get a gold coin from after 1970, I wonder if parts of the Buddha are in there. I mean, there isn't that much gold out there in circulation to begin with, right? But I want to make a Buddha just like that, out of bismuth. If it's the same size, it would only weigh half a ton, right? But I mean, I can afford the bismuth, but I'm not sure about what kind of equipment I will need in order to lift liquid bismuth like that and get a graphite mold that size, right, that will hold up to half a ton. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to leave a comment. Anyways, November 7th, don't forget,